Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. Since we're recording it, I just wanted to do a really quick introduction for anybody that might see this. My name's Amber Davis. I have been a part of LaBelle and the Thrive Experience for over 7 years. So I have really grown with the company. The company is actually almost 9 years old. We'll be 9 years old in August. So I came on board with the company in the first 18 months that the company even existed. So when I first got started with Thrive, or actually when the company started, they only had the capsules and the lifestyle mix. And so the DFT, which is the wearable piece, was added like right before I started. Like I think I want to say like 10 to 12 months later, the DFT was added to the line because they couldn't get the design right, and they did not want to go to market with something that they could not 100% stand behind. And so as they've moved forward through the years, that's something that they have always done. Like if they are having a product launch, like they do not release anything that they cannot back up with science, they cannot back up with testers, like that. We have beta testers that try all of our products, and if it's not giving the results that we say that it's going to give, like it's not available. So and that's something that I have seen over and over and over again over the last few years, which makes me really proud and makes me very much like, I know that what I'm talking about, and when I say, these are what the ingredients are, this is what it does, this is what people experience, like I have no doubt in my mind that that's exactly what it's going to do. So since we are talking about like the business part of it, I want to just share a little bit about my story and the things that got me excited about Thrive and why I pursued it as a business opportunity. So for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Now I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, but at the time I had a 7-month-old. And I just was worn out. I was exhausted. I thought this was the mom life. Like everybody I knew, everybody I talked to was like always tired. You're always getting up in the middle of the night. You're always drinking coffee. You're always taking a nap. Your clothes don't really fit because you don't really go to the gym. I mean, it was like this is just your life. And I was like, there's just got to be more to life than this. As a stay-at-home mom, I felt kind of like Tom Hanks does on Castaway, like Wilson. Like that was my baby. Like I had no like human interaction. She didn't talk. Like I would tell Bill, I was like, that's my husband. I was like, if you don't call me on your lunch break, like I have not talked to like another like adult all day. Like, so I was kind of having like a little bit of an identity crisis. And so I was really looking for something like for me, something that I could kind of call my own, something that would stimulate my brain. So I was very much kind of looking for an opportunity. I was looking for something that I really wanted to get a cleaning lady. And so, because I hate to clean, I still hate to clean. I wish I liked to clean. And so it was like, I was like, what can I do that I'll be passionate about, that I'll be excited about, that I could maybe earn, an extra couple $100 a month so that I could get a cleaning lady and maybe buy some bows off of Etsy because those were not cheap. And so a friend of mine started sharing about Thrive. I had never heard of the company before. I was not a stranger to vitamins and protein shakes. Like my husband and I like to work out. I was pretty familiar with stuff like that, but I had never heard of this piece before, that wearable nutrition. And to me, the science concept of it made so much sense. Like I'd heard of birth control patches, I'd heard of nicotine patches, but I'd never heard of somebody combining that with like vitamins. And to me, it was genius because your body can only absorb what it can absorb, which is why you always see people taking like a handful of pills all throughout the day, different times of the day, because your body can only absorb what it can absorb. And with a patch, like you just put it on your body and it's time release and it just starts going into your bloodstream and it bypasses like your digestive tract. So then you don't have to worry about like feeling that nauseous feeling and like all these vitamins sitting in your stomach. And you don't have to like set a timer on your phone of, oh, it's time to take my vitamins. And I was like, I need that. I need something super simple, super easy, super effective. And since I was, you can get started as a customer or on the business side. For me, the business side made a lot of sense because it was free. It's free to be a part of. So both of y'all have gone to your websites, like you create an account, like They don't ask for a credit card. Like you get a free website. Cooper, shh. Say, stay at home mom, do this. And now it's summer, so they're always going to be, he's over here on the side talking to me. But it was free. It was a free concept. So you could get your product for free, whether you were a customer or on the business side. And which was great because I knew that if it worked for me, it was going to work for all these tired moms that all they did was complain. And so I knew I wanted to get it for free. And I knew that if I got 2 referrals as a customer, I could get my product for free. Well, that made me start thinking about the business side, because if I'm going to be sharing and going to be, telling people what it's doing for me and wanting to get it for free as a customer, what's the difference? The only difference between being a customer or being a promoter is not only do you get that free product credit as a promoter, but with those referrals, now you can earn commission. And another thing that was really intriguing to me was, well, if I have customers that are also wanting to get it for free, one of 2 things is going to happen. They're either going to bring me customers, they're going to go out and bring me business because they're referring people, or 2, they're going to want to join the business side too, because they don't want to miss out on commission. And I was like, this seems like a really great business opportunity that can grow organically, because, if people are just sharing how they're feeling and they're getting it for free, like I'm going to see a natural growth happen. And that's exactly what did happen. I joined as a promoter, Erica, just like you. I joined with that $400 promoter pack because I wanted enough for me. I wanted enough. My husband said he would do it with me. And then there was enough for me to kind of have some samples. And I noticed that y'all are already sending out some samples. So I want to make sure we kind of talk about that, because samples have changed. They weren't even available when I first got started. Now you can send them from your back office and all that stuff. So that's how I got started. I definitely got started with the business in mind. For me, it took 10 days for me to even notice what Thrive was doing for me. My husband was a day 1 Thriver. He noticed energy, focus, appetite control. I almost quit on day 2 because I was waiting way too long to drink the shake mix after taking the capsules. And I felt really nauseous because I can be super sensitive. I was like, I'm going to be too sensitive to this. And I was like, this figures. This is like when Bill and I go on the same diet. He loses 12 pounds. I lose 2. We eat the exact same thing for 15 days. I'm like, what gives? But he really encouraged me. So the most important thing is really taking it correctly. It's a formula, it's meant to be taken a certain way. And if you don't take it that way, you're not going to see the results that you want. And so for me, he really encouraged me to keep going. And on day 10, that was my aha moment. I woke up feeling like I had slept all night. I felt so refreshed. I felt because I used to be the mom that was wake up in the morning and be like, today I need 2 cups of coffee just to get to lunch. I already no, today's a 2 cup of coffee day. And I did not drink coffee. I woke up, bounced out of bed, actually felt like folding laundry, because my body just wanted to move, went to the gym, cooked dinner. Usually we'd order dinner 4 times a week. Cause by the end of the day, it was Chloe's alive, I'm alive. You figure out what we're doing for dinner. That's all I had in me for the day. And I remember Bill was now you're thriving. This is what I've been feeling for the last 9 days. And I just felt happy. I just had this pep in my step. I just felt instead of feeling so overwhelmed by all the craziness that was a messy house, a child that didn't sleep through the night, me feeling tired all the time. I felt okay, I can breathe. I am in control of this. And so within 6 weeks, I started dreaming. That's how great my sleep was. Lost 8 pounds without drastically changing my diet, and just got to sharing it with other people. So that was kind of how I got introduced. Those are kind of the perks of the business that I was looking for. I know Erica is not on the screen right now, but I know she's sharing this with some people that had some questions about the comp plan. For me, some things that when I was looking for a business opportunity, something I was going to tie my name to, I had friends that were successful with things of this nature, commission plans based on direct selling, that kind of thing. And for me, the things that really ticked the box over here, because it was I saw people that earned cars. I saw people that went on vacations. I wanted both. I was if I'm going to be in a company, I want the car, I want the trips, I want it all. So And that is definitely a perk of Lavelle and the Thrive experience. So you can get your product for free, free website, no join fee, no membership fee, no required auto ship. We do encourage people to order on auto ship because it does give a discount, but we're not one of those companies where you have to, when you order on auto ship, like you're locked in for 3 months. You can legit place one order on auto ship and you can either edit, pause, or delete it immediately after you place that order. So you can get that discount with that initial auto ship order as a customer just to receive that discount. And it sets you up for freebies for the future. You get a free box of shakes when you order the package on auto ship. But you can immediately delete it as soon as that order goes through. So it's not a locked in required auto ship. Promoters can use their credits to purchase their own products. Like they don't have to keep a bunch of inventory. It's one of those things where not necessarily like you have to order a bunch of inventory and then you have to go deliver it. It's just like Amazon, your person goes to your website, they create an account, they order their own products, it goes directly to them. So I loved all of that. And then the auto bonus, the car, is actually the second promotion of the company. Whereas if you look at a lot of companies that have a car plan, it's the top. It's the people that have huge organizations, have hundreds of thousands of dollars in volume, or at least 80,000. I know one company, you have to do $80,000 a month to qualify for the auto bonus. And another company I know of, you have to do $120,000 in volume a month. And then you can only qualify if certain people on your team are also doing those things. That's not how it is here. Our auto bonus is the second promotion of the company. And it's not based on, yes, they do want you to have a growing team, but if you were to have $12,000 in volume from customers alone, and you just had, 2 team members that were ordering Thrive, like you would qualify for the auto bonus. Same with the trips. I've seen the trips be offered at the first level, the first promotion level. Most of the time, the trips are offered at that second promotion rank of the company. But again, you've got people that are going, and it's not just the people that have been around forever, that have huge teams, that have huge networks. It's the regular everyday people just like me. Like I went to Vegas and I was 3 months pregnant with my son. I earned the auto bonus within the first 8 months of me being a part of the business. And I earned my first trip and went on my first trip on my year anniversary. So, and now I've qualified for, I think, 18 trips. So totally doable. I'm still just a stay-at-home mom, like no makeup, working out, got my kids on the side. Like really, it's just me kind of sharing. So that kind of goes a little bit into the comp plan. Another thing that really sets us apart, I think a lot of people have when they think about like this kind of business model, this company was created by 2 men that had over 20 years experience in this industry. So they took all the things that they loved about other companies and all the things that they absolutely hated and created a company that was by what we call promoters for promoters. You can absolutely earn more income than the person that introduces you to the opportunity. A lot of times you'll see people like, that's what makes something illegal, and that's what makes something kind of like a pyramid scheme. Whereas here, somebody could legit offer, like introduce you the opportunity, you get started, and you can outrank the person that introduces you. Like I have people on my team that they have people that earn the auto bonus and they don't earn the auto bonus because that person that they introduced to the business, they ran with the opportunity and they went and created a team environment, and they went and created, they went and shared their story, and they introduced other people that they taught how to introduce their story and share their story. And the person that introduced them to Thrive, they decide they didn't do that, and so it's really what you put into it is what you can get out of it. You're never going to be, there's no ceiling based on like what the person that introduced you to. You make 20% commission off of bonus volume on your own direct customers. So like your personal efforts, your people that you're sharing Thrive with, you're always going to create the most income opportunities for you based on that. So like if you have, you know, a really strong customer base, you're going to see a really great paycheck. We get paid every Tuesday for all things that are done between Sunday or Monday to Sunday. We do operate on Eastern Standard Time. So for everything for Central people, it's 10:59 p.m., which is 11:59 Eastern Time. So it's all, I'm always like, so in the future when you're like, get this in by 11, like you've got until 10:59 p.m. Central, because we operate at midnight Eastern. That ends the day for us. So you get paid every Tuesday based on any sales that were done Monday through Sunday. As a promoter, when you join on the business side, so as a customer, I shared with you that you can get your product for free as a customer. How you do that is you get 2 customer referrals that order on auto ship. What that means is they go directly to your website link, and a customer gets a website link, a promoter gets a website link. You go to that website link that you've been given, and you have 2 people that place an order on auto ship. And as a customer, that's how you get your referral credits. Referral credits are monthly. So it has to be like the month of May. So like you have to have your 2 customers by the end of the month. You're going to turn around and get your product credit on the 2nd of the following month. So like Erica, for you to qualify for free product credit in June, we want you to have 2 customer referrals by the end of May so that you can get that credits on the 2nd of the following month. So, and that's the same for customers. We want them to have 2 referrals, and they have to be direct referrals. All that means is they personally went to that website and created an account. Because if you have one customer that creates an account and they have 2 referrals, that counts for that referring customer. I hope that makes sense. So let's say I'm going to use Bridget and Erica as an example. I'm the customer. Pretend I'm not a promoter. I'm customer Amber. Bridget is my customer, but then Bridget goes and gets Erica and Brandon to create customer accounts under Bridget's referral. That does not count for Amber. It doesn't count for me. It counts for Bridget to get the free product credit. So I would still need, because Bridget ordered, I would need, you know, Bill, my second customer, to come to my website, create an account, because then it's direct to me. As a promoter, all those referral orders roll up as commissions because customers do not earn commissions. They only earn product credit. As a promoter, you earn your free product credit by having your 2 direct referrals. And then any customer referrals, so any customers that you help get it for free, those do count as customers for you commission-wise. They just don't count for credits because the credits only go to the person that directly signs them up, whether it's a customer or a promoter. Also, as a promoter, in your first 14 days of being qualified and active, you are eligible for what we refer to as our fast start bonuses. What that means is that on your first $800 in sales, you will earn up to $660 in bonuses. That's a $400 cash bonus, $100 in free product credit, and then it kind of depends on how the orders were placed. It's usually another $100, $160 in total commissions. And you get 14 days to be able to do that. The minimum requirements on that bonus are at least 2 customers on auto ship and at least 2 promoters that purchase one of the packages that are available to promoters. So promoters and customers have different options available to them. You can always order single items, but as far as packages go, there are promoter packages and there are customer packages. To hit that $800 in volume, you have to have at least 2 promoters that take advantage of one of those packages. Whereas with customers, it can be anything that they order as long as it's on auto ship. So it could be the packages, it could be single items, it could be any of those things. All of that volume will count for that bonus. The biggest thing is that they just have to be on auto ship. So the minimum requirements are 2 customers on auto ship, 2 customers with a promoter package. The great thing about the 2 customers on auto ship is not only does that go towards your bonus, but it also goes towards your monthly free product credit. So you're like, that's a goal. You like knock out 2 birds with 1 stone when you hit that. It might take 3 customers on auto ship and 2 promoters. The big thing that is the requirement is the $800 in sales, at least 2 customers on auto ship, and at least 2 promoters with a package. And that is what we call our VIP 800 bonus. They give you 14 days to earn that, and you can actually double that. So let's say, you know, you knock out those requirements in 4 or 5 days and you still have 9 days left of your bonus. Go do it again. Go get 2 more promoters with a package, at least 2 more customers on auto ship, and another $800 in volume, and they will double that bonus. And that is what we call the VIP 1600. And it's just that bonus again. So then that becomes an $800 cash bonus, $200 in free product credit, and then usually another, you know, $300 to $320 in commissions total altogether. So that's so if you hear people refer to, you know, when you go VIP 1600, you can earn up to $1,300 in your first 14 days. All that means is that a person hit their VIP 800 and they went and did it again, and so we doubled it and it became the VIP 1600. So it's not, so it's $400 for each $800 in sales. Does that make sense? Like $400 cash, $400 cash, $100 in product credit, $100 in product credit, $100 and $120-ish, depending on how orders were placed, another $100, $120. It just adds together. But that's the opportunity that's available in your first 14 days. Does it mean anything if you don't hit it? Absolutely not. They're called fast start bonuses for a reason, because we want people to go out and that want to go get a fast start. You know, we want you to start sharing your story. We want you to share what Thrive's doing for you. And we want you to, you know, earn some crazy bonuses for those that are goal getters and are, you know, I mean, that could set you up for a great summer. $800 in cash in your first 14 days. And then it just goes up from there. In your first 30 days, if you were to do $4,000 in team sales, and that's team sales. So that means like you bring on maybe some business partners with you. You guys decide you're all going to do this together. They go hit their VIP 800 bonuses as well. All of that counts. You can also get some Maui Gym sunglasses. So that's kind of like an extra perk for, you know, hey, you go hit VIP 800, maybe you hit VIP 1600, you have a couple people that you also help them hit their VIP 800 in your first 30 days, you get to $4,000 in sales. Boom, we're also going to give you some fun sunglasses to just celebrate your success. So that's kind of an overview of the business opportunity, different bonuses, perks that are available, how you get your free product credit, how you get paid weekly. I know that there's also, and so one thing I did want to touch on, Erica, because I know that you've got some people that are a little bit more in the beauty industry. Not only do we have the health and wellness, the vitamin line, we also have a CBD skincare line that came to market 2 years ago. And it is the highest concentration of CBD that is available in a skincare line. And it's a simple 3 steps. It's a peel, an elixir, and a moisturizer. And it helps with anti-aging. It helps with rosacea. It helps with acne. It helps with fine lines. It helps with all the things that you can think of when it comes to skincare. It has no THC in it. I get asked that all the time. You're not gonna have the CBD, you know, high feeling. I always tell people if you did, you'd be even more relaxed than the skincare line provides. But in that skincare line, we also have a charcoal mask, we have soap, we have a detox scrub. And so there's a whole, so we have both. We have nutrition for the body and we have nutrition for the skin. And so there's opportunity for both. If you're not necessarily, into the whole like vitamin supplement world, but you love the concept of Thrive and you're more into beauty focus, we have both lines available. I mix and match all the time. I have some customers that only do Thrive Skin. I have some customers that just do the Thrive experience. And then I have people that like love both, they love the vitamins and they use the soap. And so we have, like I said, it's nutrition for the body, nutrition for the skin. So yeah. What questions do you guys have? Anything else you want me to kind of go over?
Erica, do you have any questions?
I think she might be talking to somebody. We can wait.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute it. What happened? I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I had like 4 people listening to the whole conversation.
Oh, do they have questions? Bring them on.
I said awesome. And then I was just kind of sharing my story too real quick.
Very cool.
So based on that, do you have anything like any questions or?
No, you answered all my questions, and I'll just share this too, or yeah, share it with my mother-in-law, so in case, I mean, it was a good rundown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is like just being excited about sharing your story. You know, I'm 7 years into this, and I personally use social media a lot. That is something that I can help train you with, you know, teach you how to do it using social media. But the biggest thing is answering the question, who am I going to share Thrive with today? Whether that's on the playground, at work, on social media, a text message or whatever. It's just, who am I going to share Thrive with today? Because everybody needs this every single day. And we have, you know, walks of life. And you can build a business as big or as small as you want it to be. It's just kind of, like I said, everything depends on like kind of your own effort. We do events here kind of in the Houston area. Now that restrictions are lifting, we'll be doing way more like team get-togethers. With a sample, I do want to share a little bit about with a sample, because I know you guys are sampling like crazy, which is awesome. I'm going to make y'all a sample video that you can share with your samples, because the sample is not the experience. It's just a taste test. It will not, some people will be day one thrivers and they will notice it right away. Other people, they might not notice anything. If I had started on a sample, I might not be in front of you today, because it took me 10 days of, you know, noticing what the benefits are. But I can proudly stand here 7 years later, and I know what it's doing for me every single day. Like, I do not miss a day. But if I had started with a sample, I wouldn't be as confident as I am today. So with the sample, I definitely want us to be able to paint the picture of this is just to show you how simple it is. Like, this is not the experience. You may or may not notice very much in your first 3 days. It's just going to show you how easy it is to do it in the morning. And just making sure that we like set them up for success and answer any questions that we have. So, you know, the biggest thing is maybe get them back, you know, have Bridget share her story, Erica, with your samples, whether it's in like a quick text message, maybe it's Facebook Messenger. Just say, hey, you know, hey, Bridget, this is my friend Amber. I sent her a 3-day sample. I just wanted you to share your story with her really quickly about what you noticed in your first 3 days. The same with me. You know, we want to validate what they may or may not experience, and really set the stage and set the vision. This is a 30-day experience for you to probably notice all those results that you really want. But I want to answer any questions you might have. And then also, you know, some people, they, like I said, day 2, I almost threw up. Like, I was so nauseous. We want to check in on them and make sure. Bridget will tell you, I like blew up her phone first couple days. I was like, how are you feeling? What's Brandon noticing? You know, are you drinking water? Like, are you feeling nauseous? Because sometimes people need to eat, you know, a little bit after they take that shake. If they, because this is the thing, so many people do not take really good probiotics and prebiotics. And this is going to make your gut do something. Like, it will. It's going to do something to your gut. And sometimes that kind of freaks people out, especially if they're not used to going to the bathroom. Like, maybe once a week they clean out their digestive tract. Thrive's going to try to probably make you do that at least once a day when you first get started, because so much inflammation sits in the gut, and we're big on gut health. So there's really strong probiotics and prebiotics in these capsules and this lifestyle mix. Sometimes people aren't prepared for that. Other times, you know, they might feel a little bit, sometimes people's metabolism is in such a dormant state that they feel a little jittery, and they think that that jitter is bad. It's not bad. It's your metabolism waking up. You need to drink more water, and it's working on regulating itself and kind of figuring out like, oh my gosh, this is like how, like, you're supposed to feel, you know, excited, and like, and there's some fat burning stuff. Everything's natural, gluten-free, but when you put your body in that state of working in like fat burning, your blood's going to flow a little bit more, and you're going to feel a little bit more amped up. It's nothing to be nervous about, but sometimes that kind of people can be like, oh my gosh, there's so much caffeine in this. I'm like, there's not. There's 220 milligrams in a grande from Starbucks. That's the medium from Starbucks. There is only 20 milligrams per capsule and 25 in the lifestyle mix. So if you took this whole thing, 2 capsules and the lifestyle mix, you're getting 65 milligrams of caffeine, which is less than like, you know, those little styrofoam cups that you see like at a corporate office. Like that is 70 to 80 milligrams of caffeine just in that little teeny tiny, and there's only 65. So usually less than a cup of tea. So, but a lot of times people think, oh, well, this is all caffeine filled, or maybe this is just geared towards weight loss. It's not. It's an overall health and wellness program. There are different DFTs that you can do, you know, based on different results. And that's another reason why it's really good to connect people back with somebody that can answer their questions, because there are we have 4 different DFTs. And so different people want different results. The one that Bridget's wearing, like that one's kind of like your overall health and wellness. This one is called Burn, and it's specifically for like fat burning and like muscle sculpting. We have one that's black. What? Oh. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. He wants to talk about Chuck E. Cheese. We have one that's black label that has a natural ingredient in it that helps with mood, and people that feel worried or, you know, can't shut off their brains and they get nervous about things. Y'all read between the lines on that. It helps with that. There's a natural herb in there that's called Satorial, and it helps people that have that eat out of like looking for comfort, like they feel they eat because they need to feel better. That is like a natural herb that helps calm that part down and lets your body know like you don't have to turn to food for answers. And so there's different formulas based on what the results that people want. And so another thing that's really good to get people that want to start their experience or have questions, get them connected back with somebody so that we can say, you know, what are the results that you're looking for? Because we can tailor it to the things that they want and the things that they need so that we make sure that people get the best results. And you guys aren't going to know everything right now. You can read all you want, you can watch every video, but let me help you guys answer those questions, and you're going to learn so much. And like 6 months from now, a year from now, you're going to be leading your own Zooms, you know, with all the information that you have for your people that are new to Thrive. So don't be afraid to blow up my phone. I want y'all to do that. The more questions you ask, the better it is. It fires me up. This is what I do full time. I love it. I live it. I breathe it. And when you involve me with it, it helps me know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as well.
Awesome. I do have one. So, you know, whenever it's on the auto ship, is that going to keep it consistent with exactly what they ordered the first time? For example, how you're showing the Burn and all those other different DFTs. How are we able to get in there and say, you know, they want to change the DFT to the Burn?
So
that makes sense? Am I asking? Okay.
Yes. So as a customer, they have an option to edit their auto ship. Okay. And all they do is they log into their customer account, click manage account or just click my account, and then it's like manage auto ship. And you can go in there and edit the items. So like if somebody says, you know, they start with like our overall health and wellness one, they're like, I want to try Black Label next. They can go in there and they can edit. I started with strawberry shakes. I really want peppermint. You can go in and edit all of that. And we have like new products that are coming out, and they can go in and add them and different things like that. Change the date. All of that can be found underneath that. As a promoter, we do not have that option. So if a promoter has an auto ship set up, we have to just go in and delete it and then set up a new one. I don't know why that is. It's just customers can edit, promoters, we just delete and start over. I don't know why.
Perfect. Sounds good.
We don't have a customer support line. That's another thing that a lot of people will always ask, like, who can I call? We do everything virtual. So we don't have, one of the reasons why our commission structure can pay the highest, we're actually one of the highest paid commission structures in the industry. we don't have a brick and mortar building. So like one of our CEOs lives in Tennessee, the other one splits his time between Arizona and Cabo. So we don't have like a brick and mortar office that we're paying for. Everything is done online. So the cloud support is where you'll put in any like support tickets and questions that you might have. And customers have that option that they can contact support. Promoters do as well. It's just a little button on the website that says contact support, and you put in a ticket, and that's really how they communicate the best and most effectively.
Awesome, this is great. You have Eric?
Erica, any questions? I know you're on your lunch break and I don't want to take up all your time.
No questions. I think you answered everything. That's awesome.
Okay. Well, Bridget's got my contact information. If you're watching this because Bridget or Erica shared this video with you, get back to us if you have any questions. We'd love to help you get started on your Thrive experience or join us on the opportunity as a business partner. Let us know.
Thank you, Amber. We appreciate
Thank you.
All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good weekend.
All right. You
it.
too.
Bye.